Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader. It's Wednesday, April 14th. These are the charts of the day. Lots of stocks are moving. This market's heating up and maybe coming to a head, but the trend is your friend. Until this thing reverses, we're going to play the upside. Although I did show you some Boxer shorts yesterday. Those are, as I said yesterday, to keep in the back of your mind when the market does suddenly reverse. Anyway, AEZS, Eterna Zentaris, junior biotech stock, broke out of a big base pattern yesterday and followed through big time today, up another 19% on 8.3 million shares, breaking out of this base pattern up to secondary resistance. Now, a key zone of resistance right up in this area right ahead of us. If it should break through, this thing could explode, get to the 2.5, 3/4 range, maybe as high as 3. But we'll see if that does happen, and certainly we'll be monitoring it for you. CLDX, which has been in a beautiful base pattern, broke out of the coil and been stair-stepping its way higher. Today spiked up 48 cents or another 7% on 930,000 shares. It looks to me headed towards a test of 8 short-term. Perhaps beyond that, we could see something up towards the $11, 11.5 range. My secondary target, actually more like 10 first, then 11.5. Cost Plus, CPWM, pointed out last weekend in the charts of the week, pulled out of this base pattern, broke out of the wedge first, and then broke out of the base pattern. Has been accelerating sharply. Is up 50% in the last week, from about 2 3/4 to 4.5, and is accelerating on volume. Today's up another 54 cents, or nearly 13.75%, on more than 3/4 of a million shares. But this looks like it could continue the momentum and accelerate up towards the $6 range, my short-term trading target. Eastman Kodak looks like a stock that wants to move higher. After breaking out of this big coil, popping and pulling back for a couple of days, broke out again 4 days ago. It's been forming kind of a rising flag here. It's in a congestion range, but if it breaks through, look for a move that takes us up towards the 9, 9.25 range. Our next trading target on Eastman Kodak. Integris, the NTG, had a big session today. As you can see, exploded out of its big coil pattern over the last 4 months, or wedge pattern, and is not only that, but took out the December high as well, closing near the highs for the day, up $1 or 20% on 7 million shares. By far the biggest volume this has traded in a while, and maybe significant price volume surge that initiates a new trend. We'd be looking for 6.5, 7 short term, and maybe 8 to 9 on a more of an intermediate term basis. K-Swiss, following in the steps of Skechers, has been accelerating after the breakout that occurred last week. We pointed that out this weekend. You can see the stock's been motoring ahead, up another 86 cents or 6.38% today. And it appears that although it's short-term overbought, it could use a pullback retest. There's also the possibility this could extend. Short-term trading target around 16, secondary target up around the 1920 zone. MHR, formerly Magnum Hunter, now Petro Resources, which we pointed out several times in the last few weeks, continues its beautiful run, which just since December has taken it from $1.25 to 4.65. Closed at the high for the day, going away, up 45 cents today, on the biggest volume we've seen in months, maybe in years, and may now accelerate through the top of this short-term channel and take a run at the top of the longer-term channel, which comes in around the $8 range. That's our intermediate target. Short-term target at 6. Pacer International, stock we pointed out a couple weeks ago, after breaking out of the base in February, then consolidated for about 4 or 5 weeks here. Today was a key breakout day. Technicals surge, so did the price, 70 cents or 11.4%. 923,000 shares traded. That's the heaviest volume in several weeks, and we may see the stock continue. There is some minor resistance just ahead, which we'll probably test tomorrow, up around 7.25. But a breakout across that range, and I'd be looking at something up in the 10-11 zone. Pharmacolytics continues to motor ahead. It's one of our Fab 40 and is acting fantastically, having run from under $2 to $8.60 today. Another 47 cents or 5.88% on nearly a million shares traded. It's starting to accelerate, looking for a short-term run to test 9.5. Beyond that, longer term, maybe something around 12. RMBS had a big day today, popped out $1.60, and ran out right up and closed near the high for the day on the biggest volume we've seen in a couple months. Any follow through here, we could see a quick test of 25.5, 26, my short-term trading target. And a move beyond that would be significant because it could break out and reach near the 29.30 zone, my secondary trading target. Smart Modular, SMOD, after breaking out of the wedge and popping in late March, went into another mini coil here. Broke out of it today, popping 36 cents or 4.4% on 1.4 million. That's the biggest volume in about 7 or 8 sessions. Looking for a follow through tomorrow or over the next couple of days that takes this one potentially as high as, well, short term is trading target is 10, secondary target around 13, 14. And lastly today, TRMA, Tricom Marine Services, which has been in a horrible downtrend since October when it reached 9.5, getting down to near $2 a share, exploded today for 72 cents or 31.4% on the heaviest volume in years. A clean breakout across this declining tops line and 10, 21, and 50-day moving averages to close just over the 50. Going to be very interesting to see if this gets a follow-through. My short-term trading target is 4, followed by a secondary move. It takes us up to 5 3/4, 6. That's it for tonight. Good luck tomorrow.